Sorry, I was saying that in some of the discussions I've had today, I'm literally using a box as a stand for my iPad so that I can record this because my phone's got no space and it's cracked and the front screen won't work and my other phone's cracked and couldn't get the parts as we were in lockdown. Came from China, so Huawei. I put the Huawei Pro P30. So if you know someone who can get the screen down, please let me know. Just send me a message, put a message somewhere around. But yeah, that was like my recording phone. Then I discovered my camera that I thought was a DSLR doesn't actually a DSLR, it's an SLR. Can't record in that. So we move, right? We don't dig things like that. That's so wrong. I shouldn't be speaking like that. Anyway, as I was saying, the conversations I was having today were just mainly about when you really look at purpose and look at your business and look at your overall big plan, you are literally called to yourself. I'll explain that. So in getting to know yourself, you will find that the people that end up being your circle of friends are different versions of you, different parts of you. So you will notice that your audience will always reflect, or the people that you resonate with will always reflect a part of you. So the easiest way to get your message read is to always remember that you are called to yourself. You are called to you. God calls you to you. It's like, even when he says like, work out your own salvation. Don't depend on someone else. Don't depend on someone's opinions. Don't depend on someone else's agreements to have your own version of purpose, which when aligned is really God's purpose. But then when we think of the bigger picture, it's aligned and linked in with other people's purposes. So my purpose is linked to my daughter's purpose, and she was born through me, by me, with her dad for her specific purpose, for the people that she's called for. But I always see so much of myself in her, so much of this, let's not call it stubbornness, let's call it strong-willedness. Being opinionated, being strong in self. So and when you translate that to business, if you're not aware of who and how your voice sounds, you will attract the wrong people, which is where I was with my businesses, with Lakaya, with being unique on purpose, being unique limited, the writing, the graphics I do, the social media content I do, the editing, the artist, the jewelry maker, the designer who sews, the designer who designs, the graphic designer. So it's all of those where, because I'd actually chosen I had chosen to really focus on just unique, the designer and creator of Likaya, which is not Likaya, it's Lekaya, which means back home. Another story for another video. I really need to, oh my god. This is what normally happens if I'm talking to other people. We kind of divert and go in different directions, but because this is not live, because this is my recording and I have full control of this recording, I can come back to the topic, which is knowing your audience. So in knowing your audience really is getting to know you, yourself. What is your message? What are you trying to put across? So I'll give an example of an amazing lady. I think she does the most amazing hair products. She better know it. Francesca, I'm talking about you, darling. Had a conversation with her. Hope you don't mind. Well, a bit late now because I posted it. But as I was talking to her, I was just saying like how her products are amazing, but I was wondering, what is your story? What is the reasoning behind you doing this particular product? How did you come across it? And as you always know in marketing, they'll always ask you, what problem are you solving? But sometimes we forget that the reason we started to do this was because we needed to solve a problem for ourselves. She needed to solve a problem for her own hair condition, and she did that with these amazing cocoa butter products that she makes herself, and they're in high demand at the moment. And I'm getting mine very soon. I'm gonna do a review. I mean, there's no need to do a review. You can see my mane for yourself now when it comes out. Sorry for all these voices and noises. This is what happens when you discover your voice and you discover that it has many facets. So you have little African versions of your voice that come out, and sometimes it's your mother, sometimes it's a Ghanaian or Nigerian sounding one, or sometimes it's a Zimbabwean one. I don't know which Zimbabwean version that one is, but that one. Or sometimes it's a British one. I don't know which part that is wrong, but I'm not very good with, what do you call them? I'm not good with accents. I just have my accent. Anywho, back to the tea spilling thing about your audience. So the key thing is knowing who you are and who you're speaking to. And to find that out, you ask yourself your issues in life and what you have spoken to. Because God only speaks through you, through your stuff. You know, he's always asking, what is in your hand? What is in your perimeter? What is in your sight? What do you see? What are you writing? You can only write what you see. What is in your hand? What do you do that solves your problem? It's not a selfish thing to do, but it's an introspective thing to do, because you can't evolve without involving.